Hello everyone and welcome back to day 2 of this writing experiment. It is Tuesday the 11th of August. It is 2:30 in the afternoon, so I'm getting started just a little later than I would have liked to. But I'm excited. I haven't really had any massive brilliant breakthroughs since yesterday, which I didn't expect to have either, but I thought I'd let you know. Still feeling good about yesterday, not feeling burnt out, although it took me until 2 a.m. to fall asleep, and I got up at 9:30, so I'm not gonna, say that was the writing's fault, just letting you guys know. So, yes, it's 2:30, I am on the couch today. I figured I'd try writing it here today instead, at least for as long as my computer battery lasts for. I think that tends to be about 3 hours, depending on how much it says 5 hours right now, but I don't trust that. So I'm changing up my location today. I am also thinking that I'm going to actually include an old writing stream into this. Not one of my own. I'm going to pull up Brooke's 5-hour stream from a while ago. Was it even last year? Not sure. It was a while ago. I'll have it linked down below this video. So I'm going to follow that and do whatever sprints she does and have whatever breaks she has and see how that goes. There is a risk that will make me feel stressed. Like I talked about yesterday, if I'm in the middle of a scene and I want to be done right now, I don't want to do a 10-minute sprint, I want to do a 20-minute sprint, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to play around with it and hopefully it comes out well, it goes well. I'm going to try to be done with the daily 10k sort of at 8, which is in 5.5 hours. I wrote for 5.5 hours yesterday. I feel like that's a pretty good amount. Tomorrow I'm hoping to just keep to the stream that I do, which I've said is 5 hours, it might be longer. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to pull up Brooke's stream and we're going to get started. I'm excited. Let's go. Hello everyone. It has now been about an hour and 15 minutes, I'd say. It's, well, I've watched an hour and 10 minutes of the stream, so that should give you an idea. We've had 2 sprints so far. The first one was 13 minutes and 13 seconds, and I got 572 words. The second one was 20 minutes and 20 seconds, and I got 950 words. So I have 1,522 words after the first hour and a bit, which is definitely slower than I was yesterday. I mean, Brooke and Becca and Kate are taking longer breaks than I did. I also feel like I'm struggling a little bit to get into the story. I did leave off at a good place yesterday. I know I talked about that. I left off sort of in the middle of the action. But I have at least one of my main characters, the third one I was talking about yesterday, Pat, who I'm not really sure what I want her to do right now, so it's a little bit up in the air. She is headed for sort of the siren nest, for lack of a better word, or yeah, she's headed towards the sirens. But since she is half siren and also smuggling sirens, she's not going to be affected by them. I still think that she will see them, and I can put in some description and stuff, and this is the second time we see them. They did attack Eli's ship, and he got a glimpse of them, sort of, but this, I think we're going to get a different perspective of them from Pat, because she isn't scared of them, and she has no need to fear them, sort of. Things are moving along. Millie is betraying someone, or she promised to do something and she's no longer going to stick to that because she can't. She's being selfish, or she's thinking of herself and doing something that is good for her but not good for the person she was helping out previously. So there are things going on, and Eli is just now finding out about this supposed token that can repel sirens. That would be very good. That would potentially be, cheaper to have on board than a siren hunter. He is being sort of talked into getting that by another pirate. So I think the plan is for him to potentially go get it and hand it over to that pirate for a price, but he might very well like it. And there's this thing here that I really can't tell you because that's a massive spoiler of what will happen when he gets it, that I just thought of, that I have to, I mean, I knew that should be a problem, but this is interesting. So it's going okay. I wish I was further along. I don't really see how I'll be done in 4 hours and 10 minutes, unless the sprints get a lot longer, but we'll see. I also did overwrite 1,500 words yesterday, so I mean, I guess if I just hit 20 today, 20 for yesterday and today combined, that's also fine. I don't know. I also think I forgot to tell you that the reason I want to be done at 8 is because I found out that there is a movie on Netflix that I've been wanting to see for a while that I now am completely blanking on the name of. Uh, it's called Simple Favor, A Small Favor. It's Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick. I've heard it's good. I've seen the trailer. It looks really good. It just popped up in, not my recommended, but I saw it when I was having lunch that it existed. And I really want to see it, and I feel like if I should see it, I should see it sort of early in the evening and not at like midnight. So I'm wanting to be done at 8-ish. I'm willing to stretch it a little bit, but 8-ish. So I can see that and watch that with dinner, which means I'm going to have a late dinner, but not as late as yesterday. So, yes. However, it is described as a thriller, which is not really my kind of genre, nor maybe something I should watch when I am home alone. So... we'll see how all it goes. But I'm going to continue with the writing sprint and the writing stream. Damn it. Now, and I'll report back later and let you know how I do. Apparently all the shots are in the exact same place right now. I'm not moving the camera because it can actually stand on the coffee table, which it couldn't on my desk really when I was working. Either way, hi. It is now 10 minutes past 5. I've been watching the stream for 2 hours and 15 minutes, roughly. And since I last updated you, there's been one more sprint, which was 33 minutes and 33 seconds, during which I got 1,654 words, bringing my total for the day so far to 3,176. Getting almost 1,700 words in just over half an hour is really, really good. That's a nano day, you know, an average nano day. Really happy with that, but I feel like I am slow today. I feel like this framing is also wonderful. I feel like I'm slow. I'm not really motivated. I still have that thing that I talked to you about where Eli is going to go after the thing. He now has the map to go after the thing. But I feel like things are happening very quickly. I'm writing pretty short chapters, which maybe are just scenes. Right now I'll split them into what looks like chapters, but we'll see. So there's a lot of those, and they're pretty short, and I feel like I'm progressing too fast while I'm writing too slowly. Does that make sense? Still don't know what the end will be, still don't have any idea really where I'm going, and I'm starting to lose motivation, which is bad, but good that it's happening, because that probably will happen during the 24-hour stream too, for which I'm hoping to have more of an outline or more of an idea of where I'm going with the story, but yeah, struggling a little bit to find the motivation right now, and I'm not gonna aim for 10,000 words today. I'm gonna aim to hit 20 today, which is 1,500 words less, so that's a bonus. I mean, I only need, I think, to hit about 10k a day, so I'm gonna aim for that. If I fall a little bit short, maybe I'll still stop when I intended to. But I'm a little bit feeling that in the next 3 hours, I should have written 5,000 words, roughly 5.2 thousand, to be on par to hit the 20k today, and that's a struggle. I'm struggling a little bit. Now, the stream, like I said, I'm 2 hours and 15 minutes in, and we've done 3 sprints for a total of about an hour, a little over an hour. So we are sprinting, but the breaks are longer than I took yesterday, which is good because I was complaining about how short the break were yesterday. But I'm also, yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting as much done, and it's a little discouraging and a little bit stressful. But I do think that Becca and Kate are about to leave the stream soon, and maybe when it's just Brooke in the chat, it will be more sprinting. I don't know. I don't mind that there isn't sprinting in a way. Like, it's good discussions, but for right now, I want to get as many words as I can in these 5 hours. So I don't know. But I wanted to give an update, tell you that it's a bit rough right now, and let you know how I'm doing, I guess. Right now, I really don't want to do this. Right now, I just want to close my computer, make my chicken pasta, which is my dinner, which is my favorite dish ever, basically. Just do that and just not look at this ever again. But I'm going to keep going and hopefully get more writing done. So I'll see you later. Alright, I had to move back into my office because my computer was running out of power, and so instead of moving the cord, I moved the computer and myself into what is essentially a very warm room. There was also another 33.5-minute sprint in the stream, and I wrote 1,608 words, bringing me up to 4,784 for the day, and it is now 6:30. I have decided to make some changes to my plan for the day. It would still be great to get to 20,000, but I am feeling myself getting really sluggish. I just started writing, or I've written like 1,000 words of a scene where we really get to see someone interacting with sirens for the first time, like they're actually entering actively, by choice, entering into siren territory, because I'm gonna use the same three fingers. Pat is bringing new people in to the safe haven, which is being kept safe by sirens. I'm sorry if I'm like giving you really weird bursts of this story. I started writing that, and it should be really fun. It should be really interesting to see these sirens up close, see someone interacting with them and all that. But all I'm feeling is just like, okay, I guess they're doing that now, and I'm not feeling drawn to it. I'm not feeling excited. I'm not feeling motivated, and I'm feeling hungry and warm because of this room. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually stop now. I'll probably come back to it later tonight, hopefully, maybe. But I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna keep the stream open so I can come back to where I am in it. But I'm gonna go make myself dinner. And then I'm gonna have my dinner and watch TV and see if that rejuvenates me, if that gives me more energy, or if this is where I leave it tonight at just under 5,000 words. Either way, it's gonna be completely fine. It's totally okay. I don't want to write this. In a way, I want to write it to have written it, but I also want to write it feeling like I'm going somewhere with it and not just writing for the hell of getting 70,000 words or whatever the goal ends up being, you know? I want to write something that I'm at least moderately happy about, which is what I do feel about yesterday. I'm not happy with all of it, but I like enough of it to feel like I am happy with the whole of it. And so far today, I've had a couple of things that I've written that I'm like, oh, I like this, but nothing that stood out as much, nothing that has been as exciting to me. And it can't be a constant, everything I'm writing is amazing, because that's not what writing is. But I don't want to feel this way about it right now. Preferably never, but definitely not right now. So I'm going to take that break, have my dinner, see if I come back to it. I will report back what I end up doing. But yeah, this means that I will definitely not be done at 8, unless I'm done now. But I definitely won't be at 20k at 8, because no. But I'm doing this, I'm making a active choice to take a break, and it feels good. I feel good about it. I'm gonna have my chicken pasta. Of course I'm happy. So I'll report back and let you know how I do. But yeah, I guess parts of experiments is just figuring out what works and what doesn't. And I think that's different based on, different people, different days, different parts of your story, different stories entirely, and so on. So I'm not gonna let this discourage me. I just hope that I figure out where I want to take this, because right now I'm starting to feel a little bit like I don't know where I'm going. I know that Millie and Eli need to meet Pat at some point. And Eli needs to figure out a big secret about himself. But, I don't feel like I have enough. So I'm going to take a step back, eat, not think about this, at least not actively, and then we'll see what we do. So, see you later. Alright, let's talk for a second, shall we? It is significantly later now. It's 20 minutes past 10. So it's a bit later, quite a bit later actually. I had dinner, I made my chicken pasta, maybe I showed you a clip of the food. It was okay, I messed something up, or it didn't taste like normally does, so disappointing, but it's fine. I had that, I watched A Simple Favor, which was interesting. I have yet to make up my mind whether or not I liked it or not. It had many twists and turns. I want Anna Kendrick's entire wardrobe. And I'm not sure how I feel about the story, but I'm glad I've seen it. So there's something. And then when that was done, it was like 2 hours long, plus the cooking. So about half an hour ago, I was done, and I'd like done the dishes and all that in the middle. And I was like, okay, I have 2 hours-ish till midnight, where I could write my book. And I was like, should I do that? Should I be responsible? I ended up staying on the couch, putting on an episode of Rain, because that's my guilty pleasure, and this couch hasn't been sat on enough, so yes. And now I'm sort of like, I paused Rain and I'm watching TikToks on my phone, and Jacko Dandy is a TikToker who is a cosplayer and who I watched on YouTube, we're talking like 15 years ago, probably almost 10-15 years ago, under a different name and all that, different username. And I recently found him on TikTok and he does really good things, and me and Teresa have been sending TikToks back and forth now for a little bit, because that's what we do. That's, we've reached that point of our friendship. And yeah, Jack has a couple of pirate OCs. And there was a TikTok he made. That was like the song from Anastasia when they're trying to teach her to be a princess, like shoulders back, stand up tall. I feel a little foolish, am I floating? That song. If you don't know what I'm talking about, sorry. And that gave me an idea for my book, which means that, that's good. Getting an idea for my book at any point really is good. But it would mean I introduce a fourth main character for this to work. So I'm gonna sit on that one for a little bit overnight. I don't think I'm gonna write any more tonight. It is, like I said, 10:20, so maybe I should go to bed earlier and try to be asleep well before 2 a.m. tonight. I'm feeling a little bit tired, but I wanted to give you that update and say that I'm just gonna spend the next part of the evening just looking at TikToks and brainstorming. And that's totally fair. That's a totally valid thing to do. But yes, that I suppose is the end of day 2 of this writing experiment. I wrote 4,782 words or something. It'll be in the corner. Whatever word count I gave you most recently is the word count I'm still on. So, not quite where I want to be. I think that lands me somewhere in the 15,000 zone. I'll put that there on the screen, right here. If I had 11 and a half yesterday and now I have about 5 more, it should be 15, 16, around there somewhere. So I'm behind. But I also don't know what the outcome is. I don't know if I'll stop at 70k or if I'll need 110 or be done at 47. So not going to count it as a fail. The write-a-thon, the old live stream worked, but the breaks were too long for what I wanted to do today, and I haven't finished live stream. I still have about 2 hours left of that we'll see if I continue some other day. But it was fine. It's just I needed more snappiness, I suppose, with the writing. Fewer breaks or shorter breaks and more sprints. But we'll see how tomorrow goes. Tomorrow I am hosting my 5-hour live stream from 12 to 5 at my time, so I should get up pretty early so that I had lunch before then. But we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to keep the breaks pretty short and hopefully someone is there, because it's somewhat an odd time for a lot of people, depending on where in the world you're watching from, of course. But a lot of my viewers seem to be American, so we'll see how that goes, because that's pretty early in the morning for most people. And it's on a Wednesday. Had it been a Saturday, I maybe wouldn't have been as concerned that no one's going to be there, but we'll see. I've tweeted about it. I'm going to tweet about it again tomorrow, and hopefully someone joins me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching day 2. I'll be back tomorrow with day 3, which will be interesting. So I'll see you then. Bye.